They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Rice Owls, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Bulldogs ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So Rice's offense will go on the attack first. The give to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? They've been aggressive? Okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in.
Let's talk for just a minute about Rice. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys.
Intercepted in the first drive, ends with a pick. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. Great place to start for this offense. Tight end now in motion. Running to the left. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's Collins. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Hey, that's a live ball. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Offense facing fourth down.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Hauls it in, looking for space. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Just going to keep it after the snap. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On his way back from the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Spits it out to the back. Finds him out of the backfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need...
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
The give to the back. Picks up the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Fires to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll send the back in motion. The give to the fullback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the toss to the left. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up a 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
To throw, it's Croman Hope. He's moving out of the pocket. Inside the 10-yard line, is shoved out of bounds at the 9.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Tries to get it on the ground. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down.
Yeah, how about it? Never a doubt. Fourth down, you stick true to the RPO game and who you are. Hand the football off, make the right read, get the big fourth down conversion.
Might be calling a hot route. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
It's in the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
How about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. At the 45 on its way. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Looking to throw, it's Coleman Hope. fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
He's up to 55 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Motion from the wideout. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Now on 2nd and goal. Power score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here comes the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Makes the catch. It's Williams.
And a nice job separating by the slot receiver on that in route. Man-to-man coverage, he put his foot in the ground, created a little bit of separation, and that made that play work.
Looking to pass. It's Croman Hope. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Grab near the marker. It's Sampson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Collins. Unloads to the right, and his throw is incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Oh, they're after him! And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the wide receiver. The inside handoff. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Inside the 35. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this third quarter with a run. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. The short hands. It's Sampson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Bulldogs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Wide receiver going in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going for the big play. Oh, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the option. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. A third down try for the offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It is good.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Running behind that left side. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Scanning the field, it's Croman Hope. Right on the money. He breaks a tackle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations you can turn and you can hand the ball to him. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs to get past that first down mark.
Off play action on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down...
And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up. He's headed the other way. He goes down. After the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here's the pressure, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback will keep it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Right down the boulevard.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. And they forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start. Drive at their own 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
At the 35, he's loose. He's racked up 92 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Lost one deep down the right side. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. This has been utter domination through three quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Moulton. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Charlotte is just steamrolling its way to victory today. No way the experts saw this coming. A lead that just keeps growing and growing. They're up by 21 over the Brewers. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. touch pass on the jet sweep. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. You've got the 1st down and more. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him, let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that 1st down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this 1995? We're handing off to fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically extinct now in college football, but I love it because it caught the defense off guard, able to get a nice one.
The give on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Owls are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Under fire. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. Let's go. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are... You've got backups in the game now, and I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the fullback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Not just so you get to make a big play on defense, but it's also a TFL, tackle for loss. Doesn't get better than that.
The Owls really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Collins. Under fire. It's on target and complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert. Fourth down, but couldn't do it.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Wilson. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
The play-action fake. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand man for man in this.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Dropping back, it's Collins. Fires into the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Run it with the fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on third and long. Leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down? They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.